Scott Kodak for Seminoles.com. We're here with head coach Neil Harper. Coach, the season just started off. Men had a good win. Women had a tough loss to Alabama. How does it feel to finally get the season started this year?
Well, it's a great excitement. I think that the kids are finally excited about racing other people other than themselves. You know, we've done the garnet and gold. We did the pentathlon. So we finally get to come together as a team and put all our efforts in against beating someone else. So I think that, to get the actual dual meet season started on the road and then the first one at home was good, and I think they feel good about where they're at.
You had three real important swimmers come back on the men's side, Jared. Both Ed Dent and Kyle Young. What do they really bring to this team, and how's it to finally have them back this year?
Well, they bring maturity, they bring experience. You know, they've all been to NCAAs, they've all swum on the international level. Anytime you have three that sit out to try and make an Olympic team, it says something about them, says something about our program. So the fact that we get them back a year older, a year more mature, they're doing a great job of leading the team, both in the water and outside. So it's almost like a double whammy. We get them back, and they not only help us, to win meets, but also the way they lead and what they've done for the program. Just a huge boost for us.
I'm sure Andy Hodgson's a very nice welcomed addition to this team that was named Collegiate Swimming Swimmer of the Week this week. How is it having that kind of guy who can really come in and just really give you guys a great effort week in and week out and win a lot of meets for you guys?
Well, he's pretty versatile. We knew how good he was coming in, and he's just trying to get better. So obviously with the experience we had coming back and a newcomer like him coming in, it really gives us some options. We can sort of pull people in certain events, save them up for different events, and change our lineup according to who we're swimming against. So obviously having someone of his talent and his experience definitely helps. So just adds to the number of kids that we have that are potential NCAA qualifiers and scorers, and helps us put a different and potentially better lineup each week.
On the women's side, Stevie Steinhauer and Jocelyn Phillips are having great seasons already for you guys. Tell us about the women's side. I know they might not be as well known as these great male swimmers you have, but tell us about some of the lesser-known women's swimmers on your team and what they really bring to your season this year.
Well, the women's team, is real young. Georgia Holderness has had success at the ACC and the NCAA level and the international level. But then, the girls that are really stepping up for us, Steve is a junior now, and she was really, a real raw talent coming in here. And if I had it all to do it again, I should have probably redshirted her that year, just because she walked on, and we sort of needed her, and she really blossomed. And Jocelyn's a sophomore, so I think our talent is very young. We have some great leadership, but the kids that are stepping up and winning and getting seconds for us in dual meets and helping us win some meets are our youngsters. So they may not be the kids that would sit out for Olympic year or something like that yet, but they're kind of getting to that point where in a year or two they are, and hopefully by the time they're seniors, this team's challenging for an ACC title, and it's right up there top 10 in NCAAs.
You're just in the very beginnings of your season, October through March season for college swimming. Tell us what you're really looking out of this team and what they need to build off of, especially on the men's side from last year's success.
Well, I think it's, we throw everything at them. I mean, they're lifting hard and heavy in the mornings. We have them running. We have them doing, exercises, and we just basically throw the kitchen sink at them. And we still ask them to hold good technique, to learn new skills, and to swim fast at the weekend. So it really, right now, they're getting to that point where they're hitting the wall. They're starting to get sick. School's getting down, getting them down because they've got a lot of projects and quizzes and tests to do. So they really get pulled in all directions here, and this is where we see the true, mettle of our team. But it kind of makes our team too. Usually, this challenge next month is a challenge leading, into sort of midterms, and then obviously finals on the horizon. So it sort of makes the men and women of our team step up and stand up. So we really kind of find out through the tests what they're made of, and how good we can be this year.
Finally, we talked to you over the summer about Morecambe, and we're in it right now. It's a great facility, but now you guys are finally getting to use it, and it's really getting a lot of use out of it. How are your students and your athletes just really taking to this facility, and how are they enjoying it so far?
Well, I think the newness hasn't worn off yet. I think they still, every time they walk in the door, the sun's out, and the water is clear and crisp, and so they're really benefiting as they're watching the rest of the country get a little cooler, and the advantages of being out in the fresh air and being at a fast facility. So I think they're excited. It kind of perks them up every practice. So we're seeing that. We're certainly seeing that. I would say compared to this time last year, we're ahead of where we are. The kids have just raised their game, and it's from the top down. I mean, when you get the three seniors, fifth-year seniors that come back, kind of set the tone. Their goals are to go to NC2As, to be a top 8 All-American individual. And so everybody else is like, wow, we're in too. We're on, and we want to win ACC. So I think every day they come in fired up, and they're getting tired, but they keep each other, fresh, and keep each other, positive. So the facilities definitely help. It's certainly a fun place to come, even though they're working hard. They have, they have this study area where they can do some homework too. So they can mix, business with business and pleasure, and it's working out good.
Coach, great to see you. Thanks again, and we're really excited for this swimming season to come up and to really start getting it going this year.
Thanks, and go Noles.